everyone! So today we're going to be doing this look that was inspired by Kristen Stewart. I saw her on SNL a couple weeks ago and I just thought her makeup was so cool, so I really wanted to try it. Okay, so I am applying some Clinique foundation. It's like their foundation and concealer. I forget what it's called, but I'm using two shades, the two lightest shades, because I want to kind of mix them together and get a really good match today. And I'm just going to be buffing that out with a kabuki brush. This is a Sigma flat top kabuki brush, and I'm going to spend a lot of time blending this out because even though I really like that foundation, I think the coverage is really nice, it does sit kind of funny on my skin where it does kind of crease up on me, so I really have to blend out if I have too much foundation. But if I don't use enough foundation, then you don't have the coverage. So anyways, it just takes a while to blend out, but once you get a good blending, it's a great foundation. So now I'm going to comb through my eyebrows. I got foundation in my hair and in my eyebrows, so kind of give that a little comb through. And next I'm going to prime the eyes for the eyeshadow. I'm using the MAC eyeshadow primer. Well, actually it's called Painterly, and it's a paint pot from MAC, and I love that. So I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out with my ring finger all over my eyes, and I'm going to set that with my NYX powder here. I really wanted to set the eyes and get them really primed for eyeshadow. I'm just using a Real Techniques brush to set that. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and take this eyeshadow. I use it all the time. It's Charcoal Brown from MAC, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. You've probably seen this a number of times, so it's pretty easy, and I'm just going to make sure I give myself a little bit of an arch here. You'll see that in a second. A little bit more of a defined arch. And I really love this brush that I'm using. I got it from Morphe. Can't remember the code, but it's, or the name, but it's just the one with the spoolie attached. I think it's a really good one. So make sure you brush through that eyeshadow as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some of MAC Vanilla on my brow bone. I'm just highlighting it right now because I was already there, and I thought I would go ahead and just highlight that with any fluffy brush. Okay, so now I'm taking this shadow stick from Bobbi Brown, and it is in the shade Shadow, which is kind of funny because it's a shadow eyeshadow. But anyways, and it's a really cool toned light gray color. I freaking love this thing. I got it at Sephora as like just some random little gift with my purchase, and I thought I'm never gonna use this, and then I decided it was perfect for this Kristen Stewart look because she always like has these really pretty gray eyes or really smoky eye, and I thought this is gonna be perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna spend a lot of time blending that out. I picked up a MAC 217 brush, and I'm using the tip of the brush to really get that point in there. I'm really dragging out like a really elongated V, very like close to where my eyebrows end is where I kind of have a go up, and I just take a lot of time here and I really just buff out that eyeshadow stick. You can see it's a really pretty color. It's like a really nice light medium gray, and it's cool tone, but it's not too muddy, so I really do like this one. And I just go and I really just take my time, make sure I really blend that out. This 217 brush from MAC is a really great brush to use because it's flat and pointed, and even though it's a goat-haired brush, it doesn't take up too much of the product, so I really do like it. So you can see the shape I'm going for here. It's a very straight, elongated V, and then it's slightly rounded at the top, but not too rounded because Kristen kind of has a little bit of a hooded eye, and I have a way more of a hooded eye too, so you'll see later on I kind of frown slightly so that I can get a really good shape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the other eye, and I'll speed this up here in a little bit because it does take a little bit of time, but I just wanted you to see this shape again. And I'm using that same brush. I kind of wish I had a second one handy, a second one that was clean, because I felt like this one had a little bit too much product on it for what I was doing, but I just worked with it. And you can use your finger here to kind of, if you've dropped that down too much, you just use your finger to kind of clean that up a little bit. And it helps to keep your line the way you want it to be. So instead of putting like a piece of tape there, which you could put a piece of tape there too, but I was just freehanding it today. It's a very dramatic look that she had on in SNL, and I thought it was so pretty, and I really liked doing this tutorial. It was lots of fun. Okay, so I'm just using my finger just to make sure we've got that nice and blended, which we do. So now I'm picking up this eyeshadow. It's a Sigma eyeshadow called Muse, and I have it in the Resort palette. It's a little bit of an older eyeshadow, so it did patch up just a little bit for me, but I just worked through it. And sometimes you just have to work through it. But we're going to do a lot of blending. We're actually setting that shadow stick, and this is a really nice complementary shade to it. You don't have to do this. You can just use the shadow stick and you'll be fine. And in fact, that could be even like grungier, which is kind of cool. But I wanted to definitely set that because I get creases in my eyeshadow all the time. So I'm going to use that eyeshadow to set that shadow stick. And I'm just using a little Sigma, or not a Sigma, a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. It's similar to the MAC 217 eyeshadow brush. It's like a tapered, fluffy brush, but this is synthetic, so it works really nice. I like it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing that same brush I used to put that vanilla highlight there, and I'm just buffing down, making sure that I didn't get that eyeshadow up too high. Okay, so next I'm taking MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer in NW25. It's a really great concealer, and it's very long wearing. So I'm just putting that under my under eye here, and I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques sponge, and I'm going to dampen it slightly. I did this in my last video, and I really liked how it worked, and you'll see that here in a second. So I'm using MAC Fix Plus. It's like in the rose shade that came out a couple of summers ago, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that concealer out. Okay, whoa, it got really bright just then. Sorry, my camera must have freaked out for a second. I'm using a Real Techniques brush, and the same one I used to set, the same powder I used to set my eyelids earlier. It is the NYX setting powder, and I love that one. Okay, so we're gonna go under the eye now, and we're gonna take that shadow stick, and we're gonna blend that right underneath the eye. We're gonna take it all the way around, and we're gonna match it up, or meet it up to that wing on the outside there, so that those two things are connected. And we're going to take that same 217 brush that we used to blend on the top, and we're going to blend these two together. And you're going to spend a little bit of time here blending it out. This look is really easy. The hard part is you just have to blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. So you just get tired of blending, but I think at the end it's worth it.
Got a hold on me in all these thoughts. When you are here, you light up the dark sides. To live in the night shine, you take my life and light every side. You fade the dark inside.
So now I'm going to pick up that same Muse eyeshadow from Sigma with that same brush we used on top, and I'm going to go ahead and set that shadow on my lower lash line.
But I never really knew that it was over till the quiet and the echoes became colder. And I never really knew that it was over.
Okay, after all of that blending, we're just about done here. We're going to go ahead and take a black eyeliner. And I am using the eyeliner Perversion from Urban Decay. And it's a really black eyeliner. It's really nice. Mine is almost gone, so I've had it a little too long, I think. But we're going to go ahead and tight line. So we'll put the eyeliner on our upper lash and on our lower lash line. So you'll see right here, just tight lining. And it's going to bring even more drama to the eyes because we didn't have quite enough drama. Okay, so I'm going to take that same eyeshadow brush that we used earlier, and I'm just going to buff that eyeliner out just a little bit. Okay, next I am picking up this eyeshadow, and it's a super light gray, but it does have some warmth to it. It's from the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. And it's the middle big eyeshadow there, transition shade. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush. This is an E40 from Sigma. And I'm just going to put it right in my upper crease. So it's not quite my crease. And it's just right above that eyeshadow, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put mascara on. And I am using the same mascara I always use, the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And I went ahead and cut a bunch of that out because you don't need to sit there and watch me put mascara on for 5 minutes. Because it's kind of, I love mascara. I always put a ton on. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows with my eyebrow gel. Any eyebrow gel will work. This is a really good one. It's a L'Oreal eyebrow gel. And I'm also waiting for that mascara to dry on my upper lashes. So this is something I do in the meantime. And when we're all done with that, we'll go ahead and, what are we doing next? Putting mascara on the lower lash line. Yep, that's what we're doing. Same thing, just take your time. Lots of mascara in this look. Kristen always has a lot of mascara on. Okay, and I did lose a little bit of that eyeliner intensity, so I'm going to go ahead and do another coat of eyeliner. I usually don't have to do it with that Urban Decay Perversion, but this time I did. Okay, so now we're going to bronze the face up just a little bit with a really light bronzer. I'm using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And after we bronze our face, we're going to put a little bit of blush on. This is a really nice, like, neutral pinky peach blush. And it's in the e.l.f. Warm or the dark blush palette. And it's a really nice one. A little bit goes a long way, so I take my time with this and I add more and really blend. If you go in with a heavy hand, though, you can look very prostitute-y. So be very careful with that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I am using the highlighter from Laura Geller in the shade French Vanilla. I love this highlight. It's really subtle, but really natural, and I don't want to look too, like, bam. I want it to be really nice and natural. And I don't know if you noticed, but my hair is kind of crazy in this video. I have dirty hair, and it's not done because it's like a grungy look. That's what I'm going for, a really grungy look. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take some of that foundation off of my lips. I just used a little bit of Burt's Bees and rubbed it off. And now I'm going in with the lip liner. This is a lip liner by NYX. It's called Pale Pink. And Kristen had a really pale pink lip on. She probably had a little bit of gloss too, but I'm not a huge gloss person in the wintertime. I like gloss in the summertime. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips and fill them in with this lip liner. I'm not actually using a lipstick today. I'm just using a lip liner. And this is a really nice lip liner. NYX has some really good ones. And I'm just going to use my finger to make sure I blend all that lip liner in. And we're almost done with this look, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I know it was a really long video. But yeah, here's my look all finished. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see. Bye, you guys. Have a great one.